Hillsborough Television News Breaks, connecting you to county events.
It's my pleasure to stand with you and celebrate this rehabilitation. Today we are preserving the past and forging the future. What we have done is marry old-fashioned ingenuity with the modern engineering to create a functional bridge that is now more safe and secure. The bridge is special, not just because it's the gateway to Bayshore Boulevard, but also because of its history. It was originally built in 1926 by the Strauss Bascule Bridge Company. That is the same bridge company that built the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. And over the years, it has been renovated, but never torn down and rebuilt into a contemporary bridge. As you can see, it has the tender houses, it has the drawbridge, the decorative elements. In fact, it was granted a historic designation in the year 2006. Being built in 1926, you know, we've had all these storms, and it was in need of very significant rehabilitation to bring it up to the current requirements and replace many of its mechanical parts. Public safety is the top priority. As you know, we have over 35,000 cars that go across this bridge every single day. And you know, now with the developments of Channelside, the completion of Riverwalk, there's going to be even more traffic going over this bridge, and safety is going to be even more of a concern over the next years. So it was a top priority, and we wanted to make sure that this busy bridge could stand up to the wear and tear of the commuters driving over it every day. The county and the city collaborated on this starting many years ago, and we did have the special committee, and it was the key to making it really go smoothly and having a lot of success in it. And as far as the funding is concerned, the community investment tax paid for the rest of this project. It was $11.4 million. So it was a very good investment, not just from a preservation standpoint, but from a safety, public safety standpoint. So we're proud to do the work of the people today, and I think that's what we're celebrating, that there was a huge benefit for the community. I would like to recognize an individual, Marilyn Smith, who was very much a community advocate. I just want to recognize you, Marilyn, thank you for bringing this forward and making this you know, important project that had to be done. Do you just want to say a couple words?
Buongiorno and good morning, Grandmother at Large, Marilyn Smith.
We're not in a public hearing.
It's okay. They need to know who I am. You can do this. It can be done. We could not get the part for this, and Bob Gordon, the then head of the Public Works, was having trouble, and the guy at the state couldn't get the money either. He needed the $2 million. They had run into a brick wall, so Bob called me. He says, Marilyn, we're not going to get that part to finish that last 30 days to get that money. So the state gets it from the Fed. And I said, really? Give me a name. And I worked for 4 days. And then finally, I had to go to Hood, head of transportation, federal guy. He sent word down, get it on the federal list, because we couldn't go without the brakes for the gears. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen, and I told him if they didn't fix it and I got hurt, my grandchildren would be all over them.
Thank you. She was really a big leader in the community. So I'd like to recognize Commissioner Beckner to say a few words.
What we see behind us is an icon, and the Platt Street Bridge is an icon to Hillsborough County and the city of Tampa. We have all seen the Bridgette brothers' photos of the bridge from our community's earliest days when it first connected Bayshore Boulevard to downtown. The bridge has been here as this community has grown from a sleepy coastal town into an economic powerhouse with more than 1 million residents, thousands of businesses, and a beautiful modern downtown. But it's also important to honor our heritage and preserve our historic structures. So I am pleased that we're able to find a way to keep the original design of this bridge and, in fact, enhance its historic architecture. This project was over 8 years in the making. And it wasn't one entity or one person that made this happen. It was a collaboration between the county, the city, FDOT, our residents, and it's that collaboration that got this project done. And I think that's one thing that we need to remind ourselves of, the great things that can be accomplished when we work into a collaboration. So we're going to get ready in just a moment, and I think this is really a neat part of the presentation. Instead of just having a standard ribbon cutting, we're actually going to be driving a variety of different vehicles over the bridge. And I'm going to be in the EPC Charge Volt. And that's another innovative way that we are working towards a greener environment here. So again, I want to thank everybody and their partnership. Thank you all for coming out. And this truly is a day of celebration for both Hillsborough County and the city of Tampa.
Thank you. She was really a big leader in the community.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Beckner and Commissioner Merman. I just want to echo what Commissioners Beckner and Merman said, that this really is not just the gateway into downtown, but it's really now going to be the connector between the new completed enhanced Riverwalk and Bayshore Boulevard. And that means you can walk, jog, bike anywhere in the city for great distances along the water, see beautiful things along the way, and just being here today is such a great reminder of what a picturesque and beautiful spot this is. And it's just wonderful and heartwarming, honestly, to see that so many people are going to be able to enjoy it and take advantage of it and stare at it on their way in the work in the morning.
Florida Department of Transportation is very proud that we were a part of this partnership to make this bridge rehabilitation project a reality. We know that this is going to be and continue to be a part of the history and heritage of this community, and we're proud that we could participate in that process. So thank you very much, and with no further ado, we'll beat this weather.
I know. We timed it right. And now I want to bring up Lucia Garza. She's our Deputy County Administrator for Infrastructure and Development Services, and she wants to make a few remarks.
Thank you all. For those who take photographs of structures, you know that to take a photograph of a building or a structure, you want a little bit of overcast. So that's what we have today. The day is ready for us. And isn't she beautiful, the Platt Street Bridge in all her glory? Just very quickly, we recently had a community assessment that indicated that we need to trust one another more, we need to connect with one another more, and we need to be more collaborative. And this is really an example of all those things coming together. This is trust, it's collaboration with so many different entities, so much so that the rehabilitation of this project, it has a history unto itself. There are so many people that had been coming together to make this all a reality, and I'd like to introduce some of them. But before I do, I just want to mention that this, as Marilyn indicated earlier, the Department of the Interior was involved from the historic preservation perspective, the Department of Transportation, as well as many of the others. This had actually gone to Congress and the President for approval. So this is quite a bridge, and as I understand it, one of just a few in the whole country that have been rehabilitated. So really, it's trust, it's collaboration, it's connectivity, and as everyone has said, we're on our way to making great things happen in this community when we work the way we do. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Lucia. Now, because we are combining the past with the future, we are going to celebrate the completion by using the cars, as Commissioner Beckner said, two cars that were built in the 1920s, about when the bridge was originally built. And we have a 1926 Model T, courtesy of Nick Miller, and a 1929 Model A, courtesy of Bill Brown. They're going to help us drive through the ceremonial ribbon. And I'd like to extend our thanks to Ken Letzring, who coordinated getting these antique cars. And then to represent the current times and the future, we have two Chevy Volt electric cars, courtesy of our Hillsborough County Environmental Protection Commission, and one of their staff members, Jason Waters.
For more news and information, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or watch us on YouTube. This program was brought to you by Hillsborough Television. Visit our website at htvonline.org.